At UK Flooring Direct, all of our products are designed for ease of installation, providing the correct procedure is followed. This video will guide you through the entire process, ensuring a trouble-free installation. Whilst this video demonstrates the use of power tools, the same effect can be achieved equally well using hand tools. A basic toolkit should include a spirit level, duct tape, a pencil, a combination square or straight edge, and a tape measure, a utility knife, a handsaw and coping saw, and spacers. To begin, please ensure that the site conditions are suitable and the subfloor is both dry and level. Prior to installation, check the products are free from defects and suitable to be laid. Remember, the final decision lies with the fitter. All floating floor installations must have a recommended underlay. UK Flooring Direct strongly advise that a damp-proof membrane is used in all installations of wooden flooring over a concrete subfloor. This protects against residual moisture in the concrete. The flaps on the underlay must be overlapped and the joints securely sealed. On installing the first row, start with a full board and place spacers to ensure a 15mm expansion gap is maintained. Cut a third off the length of a full board to start your second row. This gives a naturally staggered effect. Continue to install by inserting the long side of the board at an angle. Work it into the click mechanism, while sliding the board to the right to meet the previous board. The 5G drop lock on the short side of the board then needs to be dropped down and secured into place. At the end of a row, measure the length of board needed, using a spacer to maintain the 15mm expansion gap. Cut the board to size and fix it into place. Use the cut-offs from the ends of the boards to begin new rows, thus creating a natural stagger. Repeat this process throughout the installation. The 5G click mechanism is so simple because it has a tough plastic springed widget, which locks securely once the board is in place. All door frame architraves must be undercut, using a waste-off cut and a piece of underlay as a height guide. Keep your handsaw flat and level whilst cutting the frame. Ensure you cut the architrave out using a chisel to remove the scrap pieces. Now to measure and cut the board to fit. Use a pencil to mark just in line with the architrave and where the deepest point of the architrave is. Measure the depth of the architrave, leaving your expansion gap, then mark this on your board. Use a combination square or straight edge to extend the vertical markings to meet the horizontal marking and join them up. Add a diagonal corner to account for the set shallow end of the architrave. Proceed to cut the board to shape. And then install with the use of your tapping block. Cut away any excess underlay and use an appropriate profile to finish the doorway. Fix it to the floor with a strong adhesive or screws, remembering to allow for expansion between the base of the profile and the flooring. Insert the profile into the runner. You may need to scribe your final row. Take a full board and lie it directly on top of the previous row, but in line with where your next board will need to be laid. Take a second scrap piece and push it against the wall. Using this as a guide, mark with a pencil all the way up the board, moving your guide piece along the wall as you go. By keeping the profile on the offcut allows for an expansion gap. Before installing, ensure the expansion gap is 15mm. Once satisfied with the cut piece, insert and secure into place. Once the floor is laid, it must then be covered by a suitable edge profile or skirting board. This is a brief installation guide. Every installation is individual and specific to each job and site. The installer should always refer to the installation guide from the manufacturer, found within the product they are using.